Hi there, I'm Nimesh Patel Owen, and you're listening to Live Your True Self, episode number 61. After 18 years doing corporate, in 2018 it became about doing me and doing what I love. It wasn't that long ago that I too felt stuck, lost, and asking myself, who am I anyway, and what's my purpose? Full of self-doubt, fear of failure, and confusion. Fast forward to this moment and you'll see a version of me that's true to myself. Calm, confident, and clearer than ever before, inspired by Krishna's words in the Bhagavad Gita, one must deliver himself with the help of the mind and not degrade himself. The mind is the friend of the conditioned soul and his enemy as well. So perspective is everything, and no matter where you find yourself on your spiritual journey, allow me to guide you to drop out of your head the busyness in your mind and drop into your heart the sacred space that holds your beautiful soul, so that you too can awaken your true self and live life more meaningfully in this moment. Take a deep breath and listen on in. Hello, welcome back, my dear listener. I hope you are well. I am super grateful to have you here with me today. How's things with you? I'm good. It has been a bit of a roller coaster ride over here in Nemesha world, but all is good. There's a lot going on right now, home life and business life, and I'm in the process of making a few big decisions, and that's what inspired this episode. But let me just quickly share a story. Recently, a few weeks back, I was contemplating a significant change in my marketing, and I had an option to expand my presence, working with an external consultant and giving them access to me and my profile and, some of my accounts and things like that. Or I had the option of deepening my existing presence in a more aligned and meaningful way, kind of doing it myself, right? So there's this option to seek support and almost like release the reins on some of my marketing, or kind of deepen what I've been doing and it still stay true to me in a more aligned and authentic way. And it was a great opportunity, but the uncertainty and the potential risks had me feeling a little bit stuck, I have to say. And I kept thinking, I don't know what to do. And honestly, I had mixed feelings, and I could see the case for kind of both options. And I followed my process. And so if you find yourself in a similar situation where you're contemplating a decision right now, you're in the right place. And I'm not focusing on the kind of decision-making process itself. I'm pretty sure I have done that somewhere. Maybe it's in the program, but we will do that another time, and that is an important process that I follow and I teach my clients. This is very much focused on what to do when you don't know what to do. So let's dive into that. And the first thing I want you to know is this: you actually do know what to do. Your mind is just offering you the thought, I don't know what to do, as a default, right? It's our brain's way to conserve energy by avoiding the effort of figuring out what to do. So it just defaults to, I don't know what to do, or I don't know where to start, or I don't know. And it kind of just stops you in your track because it thinks that the safest option for you is to do nothing. And so if it says, I don't know, it's almost like, as I say, stop you in your tracks and like kind of move on. Don't decide anything. Stay safe. And we've all been there. Like, I've heard it time and time again, where your mind is racing with those thoughts, right? I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. I just don't know, right? I don't know. And I notice it coming up for me sometimes. And it can be overwhelming, and it certainly can keep you spinning in I don't know, which is indecision. And you stay in this cycle of not knowing. And when you don't know, that really does create a misalignment in your body, because we are so intuitive. And as I said, we actually do know. We actually do know what to do. We actually do know what's best for us in any given moment if we pause and slow down and intentionally go within to seek the answer. Right? The answer is not outside of us in terms of knowing what to do. The answer is very much within, but we have to consciously and intentionally pause, slow down, and ask ourselves the question so that we can reveal the answer. So if this is you contemplating a decision and your brain is saying, yeah, but I don't know, what do you do? Here's a simple yet powerful solution. Drop out of your head the busyness in your mind and into your heart space, right? Drop into your body. And you might be thinking, yeah, that's great, Namisha, but how? Let me share what I do with a few simple steps. Number one, take a few deep breaths. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. And repeat this a few times to calm your mind and to sink into your body and connect with your true self, right? Your body is full of wisdom and has the answer you're seeking already. As I say, it's just a case of accessing it with intention. So step number one, take a few deep breaths and really allow yourself to drop out of your head and into your body. Step number two, connect with your heart. If it feels right for you, you can place your hands on your heart. And this physical connection helps ground us to access the inner guidance and to access your intuitive self. So take a few deep breaths and connect with your heart. Step number three, consider your options. So in that space where you're calm and in your body, connected with your heart, bring to mind the circumstance or situation that requires a decision from you. Bring that to mind, and usually you're faced with a couple of choices. Do this or do that. Do the thing or don't do the thing. Take this route or take this route. So consider your options and bring them in your awareness. Like, be clear on what your options are. Step number 4 is visualize success. again, staying in this space, take a moment to imagine that either way, both decisions are right for you in this moment. Or if it's 3 decisions, like all the decisions, 2 or 3, they are all right for you in this moment. And simply say to yourself, both decisions are good for me. Or you might say, either decision is a green light for me. Step number 5 is consult your future self. Picture yourself in the future having already made the decision from a place of knowing that whatever decision you make is right for you. But picture yourself in the future having made the decision and either implementing it or executing or following through on whatever it is. And ask yourself, what's the best case scenario? What's the best case scenario? And trust your future self to guide you. And it will come to you if you allow yourself to stay connected to your body and really go within, visualize success, and consult your future self, almost like your mentor, right? So it's you talking to you having a conversation with you in the future. And if you find staying connected to your inner guidance tricky, just let me invite you to take a heartfelt guess. Trust yourself to come up with the best guess in terms of what to do with your future self in mind, if that is something you can access. So that is my simple 5-step process in terms of dropping out of your head and into your heart in order to navigate through the response if your brain is offering you, I don't know what to do about a specific scenario or circumstance. And let me say, when you decide what to do, you might feel expansion in your body and perhaps even relief or excitement despite any nerves, because that's totally normal when we're doing something we haven't done before, when we're doing something outside of our comfort zone, something new, open to risk and judgment and criticism. We will have some nerves and we will have some doubt. So that is totally normal. But what you're looking for and what you're really noticing happening in your body is an expansion versus tightness. Because when you feel the expansion, this is your body's way of signaling that you're in alignment. And that expansion is the key for you to take that path and then move on to taking inspired action to implementing that particular choice and step that you're taking. And remember, if the decision isn't quite right and things change, you might get more information or insight over time, you can always redecide. And for more significant decisions, perhaps like leaving your job or, selling a house or, changing relationships or something where perhaps you can't necessarily undo a decision as such, then you can simply remind yourself of your why for making that decision in the first place. Reconnect with your reasons for doing the thing or not doing the thing when you decided, and go to work to love your reasons for it. Like, you have to do this work, otherwise your brain will just send you down a rabbit hole of uncertainty and regret and disappointment in terms of making the wrong decision. And actually, you made a decision that was right for you in the moment based on what you knew. And if you can't undo it, then your job is to remind yourself why you made that decision in the first place and to love your reasons for it. And you literally have to sit there and remind yourself why you made that decision, all the reasons, and literally just have that in the forefront of your mind. But if you can, then you just redecide, right? Based on the new information that you have, based on the new circumstance or situation or insight, you redecide and then you carry on, like go to taking inspired action and following through on the decision. So by following this process, you'll find clarity and confidence in your decision making. You'll move forward with a sense of calm and, importantly, trust in yourself, knowing that whichever path you choose, it's the right one for you based on what you know and where you are in this moment. So just know that when faced with a decision, no matter how big or how small, whether it's in your professional life or in your personal life, to do with anything, and your brain offers you a response of I don't know what to do, notice it. This is an important first step. Being aware of what's happening in your mind is essential. Then simply ask yourself with love and curiosity, what if I did know? I love this question. When my brain offers me, I don't know, you simply get to ask yourself, yeah, but what if I did know? And notice what comes up for you when you ask yourself that question. And if you're like me, then I would invite you to write it down so you don't lose your valuable insights. And that is it, right? That is it. You have the answer within you already. Trust yourself because you know more than you think you do. And as Ram Dass said, the quieter you become, the more you can hear. So let's put that into practice right now. Find a comfortable position where you won't be disturbed. And let me invite you to close your eyes if you can and take a deep breath in through your nose and gently exhale through your mouth. And let's begin. Start by taking a few more deep breaths here. Inhale deeply, pause at the top, and exhale slowly. Feeling your body relaxing with each breath. Inhale deeply, pause at the top, and exhale slowly. Feel the tension melt away with every breath. And take one more deep breath in, pause at the top, and breathe out. Now bring your attention to your body. Feel the weight of your body grounding you to the surface beneath you. and notice any areas of tension and breathe into them, allowing them to soften and release with every exhale. Just feel your whole body relax. Now, let me invite you to place your hands gently on your heart. Feel the warmth and the gentle rise and fall of your chest. As you breathe in, imagine you are breathing in calm and clarity. And as you breathe out, release any tension or uncertainty. Allowing your breath to flow in its own natural rhythm. Acknowledge any thoughts that come into your mind, especially the thought, "I don't know what to do." Notice it without judgment. Simply observe it as it arises and let it float away like a cloud in the sky. Staying connected to your heart, bring to mind the situation or decision you're contemplating right now. Visualize it clearly. Imagine the different options you have in front of you. Perhaps it's a choice between two paths, or maybe more. Simply identify the options in front of you. And let me invite you to see that both options as green lights. Imagine yourself walking down each path one at a time. As you walk, notice how each path feels. What emotions come up for you? What does your body react with? Do you feel expansion and excitement, or tightness and resistance? Take a moment to really notice as you picture yourself walking each path. This is your intuition guiding you. Now picture your future self, the you who has already made this decision and is living with the outcome. See yourself content and fulfilled. And with your future self as your mentor, ask what the best case scenario is for you. What guidance do they have for you now? Listen to any insights or feelings that arise as you spend this moment with your future self. With a gesture of thanks to your future self, return to the present moment and take another deep breath in and out. Trust in the wisdom you've just received. Know that deep down you already have the answers. Trust yourself and your inner guidance. Repeat silently or out loud. I trust myself. I know what to do. Both decisions are good for me. I am aligning with my true path. I trust myself. I know what to do. Both decisions are good for me. I am aligned with my true path. Now gently take your hands and place them on their lap if they are on your heart. And thank your heart for the wisdom within and this moment to connect. And take a final deep breath in, feeling calm and clarity filling your entire being. Exhale any remaining doubt or uncertainty. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes if they were closed. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and bring your awareness back to the present moment. And take one more deep breath here, the deepest one you've taken all day. Sinking into this newfound wisdom that you have just tapped into. Thank yourself for taking this time, for being here. Remember, you have the answers within you already. Trust yourself and your journey. Thank yourself. Until next time, keep shining your light and may you always live your true self. Namaste. Thank you for listening to another episode of Live Your True Self podcast. I would be super grateful if you would be kind enough to leave me a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts. I really appreciate you, and this simple act helps me reach and inspire more high achievers like you, transform their mindset, navigate through change, and live their true selves. Thank you for your support and being part of our beautiful community.